The grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now. A video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Grey Maniacs gather! I'm back with another haul. It's rather a big one. Ooh, if I say so myself. I went to the London Comic Mart and spent too much money really, but shh, don't tell anybody. Right, so kicking off, this first little lot is one I got off a Facebook seller who goes to the mart and I pick him up off him when he gets there. Couldn't resist this blinking star-spangled war stories. Tidbit for a Tyrannosaurus, a battle tale shocker from the Secret War that no one will admit is being fought. Yes, it's the war that time forgot. Dinosaurs versus the US Army. I love these sort of covers. They're just crazy stuff. Who can resist a T-Rex fight in a tank, for God's sake? Not me, that's for sure. And then, if there wasn't enough T-Rex action, we get a dinosaur in the year 2550, smashing our time sphere to smithereens. Look at that. That time sphere is never going to work again, is it? That time sphere is fudged. Right, there's a nice 80-page giant of Superman. Good stuff. Readers, now you can read Superman stories published before you were born. Less than 100 copies of this issue are in existence. And this story is so rare, collectors will pay $30 and up for a perfect copy. Apparently. I wonder if this is even before I was born. The actual collection of the stories before I was born was from before I was born. I'm not too sure. So, possible. I don't know, we'll see. Right, and I got an issue of Super Friends. Now, I had a feeling I'd already ordered this from this bloke, but I bought another one when I was there. So I'm going to have to sell that one to my mate. Shouldn't be a problem. Right, nice adventure comics. The beautiful Supergirl saying, Stanhope students were supposed to honour me here. Instead it's a hate rally. But why? Oh dearie me, poor old Supergirl. Everyone's against her. Right, a couple of nice Charlton horrors. The Many Ghosts of Dr. Graves. After 200 years I have returned. The Delayed Doom. And then we have another, The Many Ghosts of Dr. Graves. This lady's not got anything to say for herself. But she's doing that, showing her bum whilst looking around at the same time, pose. Is there a boob on show? Yeah, a bit of side boob as well. That's the perfect composition for drawing ladies. Bum, side boob. Mind you, she has not got the greatest of faces. But, you know. She's got a big sword though. Right, anyway, we have some DC horrors. If you don't believe in ghosts, we challenge you to read true tales of the weird and supernatural. This one features Graveyard of Vengeance, Death of a Ghost, and Girl Hunting Ghost, Eye of Evil. This is Ghost number 18. If you wonder what that noise is, it's Poppy's on the door. She's rattling around. Right, a nice early black magic as well. Number 2. True amazing accounts of the strangest stories ever told. Why am I painting this horrible thing? What strange force is guiding my hand? Phil, it's maddening. A portrait of death. A Simon and Kirby special. And here we can see Death. Some kind of spectre they obviously can't see, guiding his hand to compose a terrible picture. Right, £2. Won't say no to this. All new Strange Sports Stories number 6. Might use one of these for my Halloween horrors this year. My 13 nights of Halloween, if I do get round to doing them. What is the sinister secret of the monster in hole 18? That could be a story worth investigating. Right, a nice Superman. Blast you, Superman! You deserve to die! It's your fault I killed everyone on Earth. Okay. Sounds like you're projecting there, Lex. It's Superman's fault that you killed everybody? Yeah, I don't think so, mate. Not that there's anyone there to take you to court, but I don't think that argument would stand up in court. Right, a nice Superboy, and this is this may get shown on this week's Cover Slingers because the theme is trains. I think someone might show it last time we did trains, but I'm showing it this time. But this is not a run I'm collecting, but if you see them going cheap, you pick them up because why not? It's Superman Family. 5 stories, all new. Supergirl, Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, Mr. and Mrs. Superman, and Clark Kent. Plenty of stories in there. And we have Supergirl battling against Supergirl. Your time is up, Supergirl. I'm taking over. What is the real reason for the Supergirl of the future attacking today's Girl of Steel? There was no Supergirl of the future. Supergirl doesn't last very long, unfortunately, poor dear. Right, 2 in 1 for my collection. I think I'm down to double figures now in what I need for that. Actually, that's the same. Am I under double figures? Down to double figures is not very impressive. It could be 99, but I think I'm down into the low, like 11 maybe. I might be not even in the tier. I might be 11, 10. I'm not too sure. But a few more to go. Right, and a Star brand. Used to be able to get these for nothing. They're still cheap, but you don't see them as much as you used to. I've got 2 more needed for my Star brand run, which I don't know why I'm bothering with. I've heard it's one of the worst runs ever, but yeah, I want to read it for myself. Right, and this is a 5-parter that I got for less than £1 each. So I happen to have quite a few copies of this Warriors Hell #1, and I wanted to get the rest of them. So here's Warriors Hell #1, Warriors Hell #2. The First Flight of the Phantom Eagle. I think he's an old World War I DC character, the Phantom Eagle, I think. I don't think he was created for this, I'm sure he was already in existence. Anyway, so it's a 5-parter. The covers don't... Oh, look at the bodies there. So the covers don't say much, but... yeah, plenty of dead bodies. Right, I've got a nice Black Hawk. This is a UK version of Black Hawk, it's all in black and white, so that's interesting. Right, got a couple of World's Finest. World's Finest 146. See Superman, these photos prove that I too come from the planet Krypton and has superpowers as a child. We're fellow Kryptonians. It's fantastic, Batman, but it must be true. Your Kryptonian costume is genuine, but how did you lose your powers? Something fishy there. Chin up, Superman. Be glad it's my finger and not my fist. Wow, those Titanic tots make Superman and Batman look like weaklings. Bon voyage, Batman. Have a nice trip. Not a hoax, not imaginary. They're the real McCoy, the colossal kids. Who are they? Where did they get their powers? I don't know who they are, but they're more than a match for the world's finest duo on this cover. More children on this world's finest. Kal-El Jr. and Bruce Wayne Jr. are rivals, then partners in a great imaginary novel, The Sons of Superman and Batman. Superman, will you please tell your super brat to stop picking on my boy? Bruce, I won't let you down until you admit that my dad has caught more crooks than yours. Right, we've got another Rip Hunter Time Master. Take this British spy out and execute him. It won't work, General Washington. I've seen to it that history will reveal you to be the British spy. What? Say it ain't so. This is unpatriotic to the good old red, white and blue, the stars and stripes and all that. What startling secret has Rip uncovered about the father of our country? Speak for yourself, it's not my country. Right, another Black Hawk. This is a proper usual Black Hawk one, not the strange British variant I showed there. This is, I just couldn't resist this cover. The secret behind their origin explodes in D-Day for the Black Hawks. We're all that stands between the Allied invasion and this Nazi Goliath, and we can't stand for long. Look at that, the most clunky Nazi robot ever. And there they are fighting it. That's some great, crazy Silver Age madness. What's this? The first appearance of Lobo? It's a facsimile. I thought I'm never going to get around to buying the original because they're expensive. So facsimile will do me. Right, and there's that second copy of the Super Friends that I told you I accidentally picked up. This one actually was on a half price stall. So these are all half price. This is half price. I just realised I've got past I've gone past the Facebook seller and I've gone onto the what I actually bought at the Mart now. This next little lot actually was what Mark gave me as part payment for helping him out at the Mart this week. So I've got some nice old Batman's Detective Comics. There's a little note on the back that says it's got a detached centrefold and a panel missing. That's a shame. Didn't know about that. Never mind. Still, hopefully I can still work out the story. Other than that, it's great condition outside. But never mind. But it's still a good one to get. This one, yeah, it's detached from the top staple. That's fine. Doesn't bother me. Look at that one. It's a great Detective Comics cover. Superb. Right, another cool one. Out of my way, Batman. Not even you can stop me from joining her. Batman and Batgirl is a tag on this one. I didn't realise there was a time when that was the heading, Batman and Batgirl. Maybe I've seen it and forgotten it. Look at this one. This is a beauty. Has it got any damage? Page detached. As long as it's in there, I don't care. Great Scott! Batwoman has joined forces with the Catman and become the Catwoman. Look at that. That's a great one. Very nice. Very nice. Right, and a later detective. Good stuff. Well, this one I saw, I thought it was the guy was selling it really cheap, so I bought it to sell on basically. It's the first appearance of the new Teen Titans. It's in pretty good condition. See, it's a UK pence variant, but it was selling it for 20 quid. And I thought, you know what, I'm sure I could sell that for 40, 50 even maybe. So I picked it up. Right, this one, very happy to get this one. It's the first appearance of Anthro. Yeah, Showcase presents number 74. I'm pretty sure that's his first appearance. I don't think there was 2 appearances in Showcase Presents. Otherwise I'd be very upset. But yeah, great. Very pleased to have that one. Right, and this one store had a massive run of Metal Men, Silver Age Metal Men, for £3 each, which is a big knockdown on what the normal price would have been, I'm sure. Underneath the sticker you can see they're originally like 8 quid or something like that. So I've got Metal Men number 5. I've got a second left to try to lasso that giant robot queen before it melts us all down into scrap heap. Good luck, Gold, good luck. You don't want to get melted by a giant robot queen now, do you? Tin, you're the only one of us left to save Billy. Me? But I'm only Tin. This is number 9. They seem to have lots of attacks from giant robots. Right, number 10. Look out, Doc. The Metal Men are boiling over. Number 11. The living whirlpool is dragging us down to the bottom. Unless Tina consents to be mine, all of you Metal Men will be destroyed by us floating furies. So it looks like the leader of the floating furies wants to marry Platinum. Metal Men, you've got to pin down the skyscraper robot long enough for me to get Doc out of his crushed car. Hurry, Tina, you've only got a second. There you go. A skyscraper robot. What did I say about giant robots? Stop! You can't sell us. We're not toys. We're really the Metal Men. Look out, readers. The next toys you buy may be the Metal Men. Robots for sale. Special announcement. Will Nameless be named in this issue of Metal Men? This is number 16. Okay. Stop him! Doc's hypnotised. He doesn't realise he's about to marry an evil robot. The robot who trapped us. The unique Metal Men always wanted their inventor to marry a robot, their own Tina. The trouble is, he's marrying the wrong robot. Who's this foxy green robot who's come and taken the love of Doc Magnus away from Tina? If you had any hair, Tina would rip it out, I'm sure. The trouble is with that store, there's always big blurb labels on it, so I can't read what's on the top. I'm going to have to read that because it just looks interesting. But there's so often bits that you can't read when they've got a big label on it like that. Read, I married a robot. The mad tale even electronic brains are reading. I love the little blurbs like that. Right. Another Metal Men. Later on, I think this might be when they've come back in the 60s, later in the 60s. The startling new Metal Men on a witch hunt, 1969. I think they actually became human during this period, or masquerading as human. I'm not too sure, but that's a cool cover though. Nice art. And this one, Tina is definitely human. You're the first, Tina, and after you, then the other robots. Tin, lead, gold, iron, mercury. I still can't believe it. Not you. The dreadful hunt. So Tina is human, and about as good looking as you'd expect of that Tina. She looks good as a robot. She doesn't look too bad as a human either. Not too sure about the white hair. Oh, she's crying, poor little thing. I'm guessing that's Doc Magnus trying to kill her there. Right, here's a nice mystery in space. And this is say also off the half price stall, so this has got £4. That cost me £2. £2 for a mystery in space, number 93. Great Jupiter, I'm being lowered into an arena to battle that fantastic creature. Space Ranger in Captives of the Space Giant. You know what, looking at this story now, I'm pretty sure I've read a later reprint of it, because this looks familiar, this story, now that I'm looking at it. I'm a bit worried about the thickness of this one. I hope it hasn't got pages missing. Doesn't say anywhere on there it's got pages missing. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Right, an early JLA, number 103. Again, half price. When I say early for me because I'm trying to get 100 to the end of the run. So not too many of these to go either. On the JLA, I'm getting close on that. I've not actually been reading them, so once I've got the whole my run 100 to the end, I'm going to read them all. So that'll be nice. Right, and this store also had, it was crazy because I've got quite a lot of Flash. Flash, I'm trying to get 150 to the end of the run, and there's not that many gaps now. I've still got quite a few to get, but it's, you know, it's just unusual for me to see that so many on the store. It's like almost everyone I picked up was one that I needed, if you get my drift. Oh, actually, this one was a cock up. I did buy this one, but I later on realised I do have it. For some reason, my paper list wasn't updated to my other list, so this one I'll sell it to my mate. So yeah. I think I've actually shown this. I looked at it, I thought it looked familiar. It looks like one I showed on Cover Slingers once. No, it's not the same one though, I don't think. But anyway, this may be a double, but it's a lovely one. Here's another cool one as well. Look who's hobbling our way. Here's where we end our hot and cold war against the Flash. Captain Cold and Heatwave, the coolest, the hottest team of villains in comics. Go-go checks galore. Alright, number 167. Newspaper. For hire, one unemployed superhero, available night and day, must begin immediately, have wife to support. Stupendous triumph of the 6 supervillains. It's rather a big logo. This would have been ideal for logo interaction on last week's show. Look at them all hanging out on top of the Flash logo. Ah, man, I bet I would have got a good score for this one as well. Damn. Too late. If I'd done that one, I might have been that rascally Roger. Well, this one I've never seen before, this cover, but this is a great cover. 203. I saw this, I was like, blimey, this is cool. And it would have been great for split covers as well, a few weeks ago on Cover Slingers. Let me go, Flash. You can't hold me here. I must go back to where I belong. And look at the weirdness of this one. Her dimensions all weird lights, and Flash's dimension, the way it's drawn, it looks almost not quite photorealistic, but there's definitely, I mean, is he drawn over an actual photo of someone there? I'm not even sure if the background is photo. I think the background might be photo actually. So the guy standing next to Flash looks a bit like Vincent Price or Salvador Dali, I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's a very interesting composition on that one. I like that one a lot. Not too sure who did the art though. Can't see a signature. But it's very cool. Right, 218. Somebody please help me. I've got to find out who I am under this mask. The flash of 1,000 faces. Another Flash. Out of my body, kid Flash. No way, Flash. It's my body you're muscling on. Ooh. Crazy. Crazy. What's going on? Right. At last, the Eradicator is unmasked, and the Flash's world will never be the same. Right, a couple of early Animal Man issues. Great Boland art. Number 2. Not got too many to go to finish this Animal Man run now. Number 5. And number 6. This Fanagarian woman gets extra points for having a really unwieldy costume. A really unnecessarily useless costume. What is the point of having belts over her boobs? You know what I mean? What's its purpose? Literally, that's just for strapping her wings on. Otherwise, she's topless. Shocking, disgraceful. Right, this one, this particular store, they're doing everything for £1.50. I think actually, a lot of those that I already showed. Some of those I already showed were £1.50 ones. No, actually, these ones were the one. Animal Man's were the £1.50 one started. And this one was £6 originally, but I got it for £1.50. It's a Zatanna special. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. You know, bit of a Zatanna doesn't go amiss, does it? Right, we've got a Legion, Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. Another Legion of Superheroes. I think this is another one from the half price table. Superboy. Superboy, are you mad? You're freeing the Phantom Zone villains. Criminals, not villains, so I read that wrong. Can't help myself, Chief Parker. Something is forcing me to release these Kryptonian villains. Oh dear. I'm guessing super hypnotism. Right, and these two were from one of the other sellers who also sells on Facebook. I ordered them off him on Facebook, and he brought them to the mart. Weird Wonder Tales, number 10. And lastly, the last comic of this lot, it's a New Talent Showcase, number 11. I'm trying to finish off that run as well. There's quite a few to go actually. It's quite a fairly long run. It's in the teens, high teens I think. So I've still got a few more to go. Right, yeah, that's it. I've actually got a little package of comics at home as well, actually, that I got in the mail, but I've not been home really. Other than opening them on the morning, because on the morning of the mart, I had to rush home from Lisa's, so Mark could pick me up from my house. So just about managed to open up my mail and then I have to leave with Mark. But I think I've got a bunch of power pack, like a cheap bunch of power pack that I picked up. But that's about it really. Anyway, that's it from this haul. I hope you've... Oh, one more thing. Shout out to Phil Savage. He's one of the guys who comes round, chats to us on our stall. He sold a comic to Mark this week. I'm sure Mark will show on his channel if you check out his videos. But anyway, that's it from me. Cheers for tuning in. And till next time, have a great amazing day. And may all your news be good news. Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day.